Mitch Philpott on ABC Tropical North.
It's 21 to 10 on ABC Tropical North. So last day of school for the year, a group of Year 4 students in Mackay be thinking about their older friends these Christmas holidays. These 9 and 10-year-olds from Emmanuel Catholic Primary School have been meeting every week with local aged care residents from Ozcare. It's all part of an intergenerational learning program which has created some long-lasting impacts. 96-year-old Betty Telford told Cristy-Lee MacQueen that heading back to school had been life-changing.
I feel real alive, as if I got my kids back again. Come out with different things you're not expecting, so you discuss it with them. No, it's really, really good. They asked me where I went to school and how I went to school. And to be honest, that's 91 years ago. I'm 97 at Christmas. And you've got to think, you know how you went to school, but they asked what was the food you liked the best when you were a kid. And it really makes you think how long ago it was. It sort of gets your memory going.
What sort of things do you find you have in common?
Well, they're all mad on football, and they've showed me this morning all these photos of the team and their nicknames and all that, They sort of open up to you. And that's good, I think.
How important do you think it is to have access to a program like this in a country area, not just a big city?
No, I think it's very good. For children living out in quiet places, it's good for them too to speak with the older people because they get interested in what we used to do. You feel important to them.
Well, you are important to them. And happy birthday, Mrs. Telford. 97th birthday at Christmas time. What a beauty. Year 4 student Osmond Coburn says he's learnt a lot of what he can offer older residents.
It was an amazing experience. And personally, I think all schools across Mackay and everywhere should do it because you get to really connect with some older people. It makes me feel absolutely amazing because making someone's day better is super nice.
Do you notice anything different about yourself and your mood on the days that you know you're going to see your older friends?
Yes, a very big mood change since I love intergenerational learning, but I have to admit at first I was super nervous about it, but then I started getting more used to the routine, so then I got less and less nervous because I have gotten to know them a lot more during our calls and face to face.
That's Osmond Coburn. Sign that kid up for the ABC. Let's get him into a program straight away so we get him when he gets out of school. How well's he spoken for a 10-year-old? His mum, Sonia, also noticed a massive change in his confidence since the program started this year.
He's a lot more confident in interacting with the older generation and also people who he's never met. Like at first he was very nervous about meeting them and speaking to people he doesn't know, and then the first day he did it, he come home and he was so excited. He had the best day ever, he said, and he's absolutely loving the program.
And why do you think it's so important for someone his age too to build that confidence?
I suppose it gives them the skills for later in life to interacting with older people or people obviously not their age or from different generations. It gives them good.
And I suppose empathy a little bit too.
And empathy, yeah, and patience.
Why do you think it's been so successful in that way?
I suppose the interaction between the two generations, it enriches both their lives. They get to hear stories of times gone by, and the older generation get to hear stories about the newer generation, newer technology, different ways of doing things. I think it's fantastic that they do have access to this, and I think it should be integrated in more schools, more classrooms, and he's so lucky and blessed to have had this opportunity to participate in it.
The founder of Intergenerational Learning Australia, Greg Cronin, says it's been designed to have sustained benefits for each age group.
For our older friends, it's a community interaction. Some of them, of course, loneliness and social isolation and boredom, mental sort of lack of mental stimulation are part of the issues in aged care. So by having these interactions with students, the aged care staff understand that these interactions with much younger people, in this case Year 4 students, is a mentally stimulating and rewarding activity for all involved. And it's contagious for the students. They get excited to speak with the older people each week, and to make it purposeful, which is very important, we link it in where we can with the school curriculum topics or cultural events or topics and subjects that are of meaning and purpose to the older people. So it's important to develop and foster that reciprocal learning interaction that's mutually interesting for both age groups, and that's the key. What's made this program quite successful is that where you may have an aged care home and school around the corner from each other, they can visit each other, which is great. That's one model. But this model here provides a solution if the aged care home, in this case, is 20 minutes drive away, with the video conferencing side, using large TVs, not iPads or phones. On a large TV, that the residents can see the face of the student on a large TV screen, and in the classroom, the students see the face of the older person on a large TV screen. So by using video conferencing, we can get any school involved with any aged care home, so geographic distance is not a problem, but this program is sustainable. And that's the key important point here, that it's an ongoing program that the school and aged care home commit to keep it going each week or fortnight as the school can.
How does that affect the longer term outcomes for and behaviour for students?
So some of the longer term changes in students have been improved mood and behaviour, where they may have been disruptive in class with challenging behaviours. They're calm, they're more collaborative, and that goes across primary schools and secondary schools.
What about that? Greg Cronin, who's the guy behind this Intergenerational Learning Australia program that's going on with the Year 4s at Mackay's Emmanuel Catholic Primary School. By the way, if that's taken your fancy, there's a video, the whole 9 yards, and that's going up on the ABC Tropical North website a little later on today.